time to go for a little walk in the woods. Over 22 meters wide at the base. Quokka! I got super excited when I saw this sign. Now for most people, they won't have even heard of a quokka. For people that have, they will think that they live just in Rottnest Island, which is what I myself thought too. Until last night, I discovered that there are quokkas that live here. So I'm super excited, might see one, although they're nocturnal, so it's unlikely. They are considered the friendliest animal in the world. There's lots of people that take selfies of them on Rottnest Island, and these adorable little creatures seem to always have a smile on their face. So it's a small little marsupial, and it would just be fantastic to see one. Alright, so to kick things off today, I'm at the Valley of the Giants Treetop Walk, which is a business which allows you to go along at treetop height, 40 meters up, to see these magnificent trees. But I am on the Ancient Empire Walk, which is a free walk where you walk along at ground level, and there's supposed to be some pretty good examples of these enormous trees. So the Valley of the Giants is an area in the south of West Australia, and it has the largest buttressing eucalypt trees in the world, and the red tingle trees can grow incredibly high. I've just seen a sign saying 75 meters high and 20 meters wide at the base, which is absolutely enormous. And later I'm going to go and see what is supposed to be the biggest tree in the area. There you can just see they are pretty big trees. Very impressive. Have a look at this. So these tingle trees are perfectly designed to deal with fire, and this one has been burnt out at the base, but it's still going fine. Absolutely magnificent. Alright, time to go for a little walk in the woods. So I am on the Bibbulmun track, which is a 1,000-kilometre walk from very close to Perth to Albany. And because I'm in the Valley of the Giants area, on this particular stretch of a walk, there should be many more of these large trees. Have a look at that. It's a big tree. And what's great about being on this walk is that right next door, you've got everyone turning up, lots of tourists. And as soon as you start on this track, you're completely alone. So it's very nice. Peaceful walk through the woods, and you never know, you might even see a quokka. So while we're on the subject of quokkas, I asked about them at the main desk, and I was told that a quokka has actually been seen on the top of Bluff Knoll, which is in the Stirling Range National Park where I was only a few days ago. And it's just amazing to think that, you know, you could see a quokka up on top of that mountain. How wonderful. Have a look at this one. This is by far the biggest one that I've seen in the whole area so far. And you know, if you come here, I really recommend this walk. It's really nice and relaxing. I can feel my blood pressure dropping, and there's no one around. And you're just surrounded by these enormous trees. For me, having originally come from England, it is like a walk through a European forest, but everything is a little bit bigger. So I've now driven further on to a place where there is a giant tingle tree that is estimated to be about 300 years old. And behind me is another great example of one of these red tingle trees that's burnt out and it's still alive. And I've learnt a bit more about them. There is a red tingle, a yellow tingle, and a Rates tingle. And it is the red tingle that lives the longest and grows the biggest. So I'm expecting good things in a minute. And here it is, over 22 meters wide at the base. This tree is absolutely enormous. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it. And there's a big tree behind, but it's just dwarfed by this one. Absolutely magnificent.